Hi and welcome, this is Vickery's Verdict. This is Mark Vickery's report from St James's Park, Exeter City against Newport County. The attendance was 3,924. Pre-match thoughts. Wind is going to make football difficult and force errors, so important County don't give Exeter space to play. Conditions: mild, showery rain, very windy, pitch looked worn and damaged in parts. Summing up our performance in one statement: deserved point, worked hard to contain Exeter and should have been ahead before they scored. Turning point: Wilkinson striking the same post twice was a let-off for Exeter. County were forced into one change, with Scott Barrow not recovering from a head injury against Carlisle, and he was replaced by Donacien, with Ben Davis reverting to left back. Exeter made the more assertive start, with a strong gusty wind encouraging them forward, and they gambled pushing men forward into the final third early on. County kept focused, dealing with some positive runs down the right flank involving Nichols. On 11 minutes, County responded with a good counter-attack after Exeter had pressed down the right channel, with Alito supplying a good quick pass to the right side to find Aina. He had the pace to carry his run down the right side of the area beyond McAllister, but was forced wide to an acute hitting his effort wide of the right post. Exeter were patient in their approach play, but were keen to use their right flank on the break, which kept left back Davis occupied and forced into some hurried clearances. On 17 minutes, Exeter created a move involving several passes before teeing up an ambitious effort from distance by Tilson, which went well over the bar. County kept their shape well and were effective coming forward from deep, but created a decent chance on 20 minutes when they closed down well deep in the left corner, forcing right-sided defender Moore Taylor into a stray pass. Aina did well to snap up the ball and find Wilkinson with a quick pass, and he was unlucky to see his effort from 16 yards hit the right post and bounce to safety. Exeter continued to flood players forward, given the opportunity with some sporadic breaks forward involving Holmes and Harley, with Nichols keen to get a shot in from distance. County were close again on 25 minutes when they caused some uncertainty deep inside the Exeter half, with some indecision between Holmes and Moore Taylor. Wilkinson was alive to the loose ball, and he carried his run towards the edge of the area before blasting a low effort against the same part of the right post, and Exeter cleared. On 30 minutes, County were forced deep and overplayed a little inside their own half, with Alito caught in possession and Nichols was put through by Holmes, but Day made an excellent reaction to smother the shot from 16 yards. Exeter gained confidence from their approach play, and Harley was close on 33 minutes when he cut inside from the left flank and hit an opportunist effort from 25 yards, which Day did well to parry away to safety. County rallied as they continued to look dangerous attacking the left flank and were rewarded with a couple of corners. On 38 minutes, Byrne was unlucky to see his volley blocked on the left side of the 6-yard box, and from the resulting corner on the left side by Byrne, Exeter struggled to clear effectively, and Jones saw his powerful volley from 10 yards blocked in the crowded area. County were close again on 40 minutes from a neat, patient move, and when the ball was switched into the middle, Alito was invited to shoot from 25 yards, but his effort was deflected just wide of the left post by McAllister. Exeter threatened twice again on the stroke of half-time with a swift move from deep, using the left channel well. Harley was given space to switch play from left to right and pick out the run from Nichols, but he dragged his shot from 20 yards wide of the right post under pressure from Davis. In first half injury time, County gave away a free kick in a dangerous position, with Jones tangling with Stockley near the D. Harley struck a decent effort which clipped the top of the right corner of the post and bar, with Day scurrying across. County made a change at half-time, with Donacien replaced by Hughes. Exeter made the more adventurous start despite having the gale in their faces, and continued to counter effectively, with Harley picking holes with his passes. On 51 minutes, Exeter created a simple move down the left flank, with County right back Danny Holmes caught out of position, and Wheeler was able to continue his strong run down the channel. Hughes came across, to avert the danger and cover Jones, but managed to mistime his challenge on Wheeler and was booked. From the resultant free kick by Holmes, Tilson got in front of a challenge by Hughes and directed a clever volley from 10 yards into the left corner beyond the grasp of keeper Day. Exeter were energised by the goal, and County were forced to block a couple of ambitious efforts from distance, with Exeter dictating possession. County were slow to clear their lines and had opportunities to attack the right flank, but were let down by several overplayed or untidy passes. County made a much needed change on 68 minutes, with Aina replaced by Morgan, and soon after Rodman was replaced by Klukowski, who played on the right channel. Exeter responded with Taylor replacing Wheeler and played more direct in the latter stages of the game, with some hopeful balls forward for Stockley to chase down. On 78 minutes, Stockley was booked for a late challenge on Jones, and Morgan was also given a yellow card when tracking back to win the ball after he had lost possession, catching Holmes very late. County were close to an equaliser on 82 minutes when they forced Exeter to defend deeply, and this created some anxiety in the area. Klukowski did well to thread a low pass to Bowden, and he saw his shot on the turn from 10 yards, well saved by Olenyk. County continued to be bold down the left flank, with Davis prepared to push on, and they got their reward on 84 minutes when he found Alito hugging the left flank. He put an excellent first-time cross, which Bowden read perfectly, glancing his header into the right corner from 10 yards. County were boosted immensely by the goal and were close to a second on 86 minutes when Alito made an overlapping run down the left side of the area to receive a pass from Bowden. Despite being forced to an acute angle, he got a decent effort in, which went just over the bar from 16 yards. Exeter made efforts to pick up their game, but carried less threat in the final minutes, and County may have snatched the result in injury time from a clever move on the right side. Holmes initiated the move, finding Wilkinson near the right byline, who tricked his way deep inside the area. He did well to pick out Bowden at the front post, but he scooped his effort from 8 yards over the bar under pressure from Davis. Exeter made a late change, with Stockley being replaced by Reid, but both sides had to be content with a point. Player ratings. Day 8. Made a couple of vital saves first half and offered safe hands, safe with his kickouts in difficult winds, and distributed effectively second half. Holmes 7. Solid game, reserved first half under pressure from Wynn, but did well to link play. Saw more of him later in the game and was prepared to overlap. Donasian 5. Covered danger well with his pace, but was a little untidy with his headers and distribution and looked rusty after injury. Jones 7. Put under some pressure by Stockley and gave away a few free kicks, but kept his composure and threatened a couple of times from set pieces. Davis 8. Alert to danger, forced back first half when Exeter switched, but coped well. Initiated several decent moves late on when right side got blocked. Alito 7. Had a good game apart from one error getting caught in possession. Effective first time crosses, sprayed some decent passes about and found space well. Rodman 5. Performance dropped off after last game, second best to the loose ball, and never really offered any penetration and was unable to test the keeper. Byrne 7. Competed well throughout, was not given much space but kept passing tidy and provided several decent set pieces, unlucky not to score. Aina 5. Had a couple of good situations but failed to test the keeper. Moved from right to left, never really worked, and was a little slow to move the ball on today. Wilkinson 7. Desperately unlucky to hit the same part of the post twice, and was a menace when he got facing forward, but found little joy with back to goal. Bowden 8. Showed ability again to take difficult chances and worked hard off the ball, unsettling defenders. Had some decent chances inside the 6-yard box. SWOT analysis of the opponent's strengths. They were bold in getting forward and offered plenty of pace and movement. Dangerous throughout with set piece delivery. Weaknesses. Both fullbacks were ordinary and defensively weak, tracking the right side. Lacked height and more physical sides would have bullied them. Opportunities. Gambled with some slick moves from deep, switched and play well to stretch County. Threats. Harley orchestrated the play and set pieces with runners Holmes and Wheeler. Nichols had an eye for a shot from distance. Officials: M. Hayward 8. A decent game, got the key decisions right, allowing clean game to flow well. Man of the match: Ryan Harley, Exeter number 7. A lot of the best moves went through him, and he picked his passes well. Was also effective in and around the box, striking the ball well. If you were Warren Feeney, what would you do? County will feel they could have got more from this game, but you often need to take your chances playing away to nail home that superiority. County defended pretty well first half with the wind in their faces, and Exeter only really threatened when they stretched County on the break with some good moves into the right corner. Donacien struggled on his return after injury and after a shaky spell either side of half time. County showed good spirit to equalise late on despite not playing with the same cohesion and verve. They looked flat for a time, being slow to push up the pitch. On times, second half, County looked reluctant to attack the right channel, but conversely adapted well to use the left flank, which was key to getting the equaliser. County will host Mansfield next, and it will be important that they compete box to box, stifle their midfield, track the runners and manage their pace up front. They offer Sugreen and Yusuf. Thank you very much. That's Vickery's verdict for Exeter City versus Newport County. Thank you.